Okay. Homage to Shakyamuni Buddha and Master Yonghua. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining our Saturday morning meditation session. There's quite a lot of people this morning. I thought that when I was here from the beginning, there was no one. So now that we have like almost, wow, that's many people. That's impressive. Yeah. So it seems like you like meditation a lot. That's a good thing, right? So I during the session, I thought just how do we increase our concentration during our sit? Anyone have any tip? Anyway, how do you feel anyway? I need to ask that first. How do you feel after your meditation session? Does anyone feel anxious, worried, sleepy, tired? No? Okay. Number 2, please.
Thank you, Master Z. I stayed last night here, and then I'm going to stay overnight. I had some
That's
problem
good.
at home.
I see, okay.
Thank you for welcoming me
Yeah.
and have a place to come and rest. And so at home, I had a big fight with my husband about a week ago. And I was able to somehow calm myself down during the week. But there was something still left in my chest area, something kind of like heavy, and it's just bothering me. So I came in, and strangely after this meditation session, seems like that disappeared. I feel lighter. And of course I stayed until late yesterday sitting in the Buddha hall. But with this meditation session, that heavy things in my chest lift and feel much more lighter. Thank you.
Okay, good meditation, good skill. Maybe you need to say how did you do that? Okay, DTT, please.
Master Z, so
Yes.
I've been trying to practice meditation on and off for like almost 3 years now, but like hardworking, probably 1.5 years. I'm still struggling with meditation. I think there are many reasons. Some of it could be my brain is too active. I think too much. Some of it could be I'm physically extremely stiff. So like I started with half lotus, 1-2 minute. That's how I started. And I would start feeling pain the first second. I still kind of, it's a little bit like that. So meditation has never been peaceful or recharging or energizing for me for the past however long I have been practicing it. Recently, I started engage one-on-one assisted stretching. I've been stretching on my own, but I'm probably just way too stiff. And so whatever I do at home, it's not sufficient enough to get me into full lotus. So recently I started engaging one-on-one assisted stretching. Like think about those trainer at a gym, right? Like towards the end, they will be helping you, pushing you, assisting you. And I will be doing just one-on-one for like 50 minutes per session. They will be stretching. And I realized, wow, there's so many parts of my body that I wasn't stretching when I was doing it on my own. There's so many small muscles that need stretch. And anyway, it really helped me get into full lotus. Like I'm sitting in full lotus right now. I'm very proud of myself.
Good. Congratulations.
And it helped me start to really, before, as I said, before meditation is really just fighting the pain from the first second, even if it's just half lotus for me. And right now, in the recent months, I sometimes start to be able to get into a more peaceful state, and the pain becomes more manageable, and it becomes slightly easier for me to get into full lotus, even though it's not always. And so I just want to say that for some people who is struggling with the same thing as me physically, maybe if stretching on your own is not getting to where you are, try one-on-one assisted stretching. There's a company doing that, and it's franchised across the country. So.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. I totally agree. Stretching is important, especially when we have more years on our shoulders. The stretching is necessary to me. I need stretching too. Thank you. Number 7, please.
Thank you. I had actually a follow-up question because I experienced the same struggles with being very stiff and having difficulty for years getting into full lotus. First question is, if you have a discount code for the stretching franchise, if you could share that in our Signal channel. 10% off or more is really what I'm looking for. But my second question is, why does it become easier for you to deal with the pain in full lotus from your experience? Oh, for the lady who just asked. Yeah.
But because before, I think it's just too hard. I'm just so stiff. I'm probably like 80 years old body, just like so stiff. And the pain, like I only have a little bit samadhi, and the pain is way above my samadhi level that I can handle. So after the stretching, some part of my body, becomes more flexible. So the pain becomes slightly more manageable for my samadhi level. And so it's easier for me to feel the bliss and the peace that you guys have been talking about for years. I'm like, I always have the opposite experience. I guess I just made it more manageable for my level. I don't know if it's actually encouraged to do so, but I wasn't getting to follow this much. So I figured I would try stretching more. It doesn't hurt my health anyway, and plus it helps my full lotus. As a side effect, my full lotus becomes, or even half lotus becomes more manageable and less painful and more peaceful. I figure that's what it is, but it could be other reasons I don't see.
Yeah, I see by my observation, I see that you surely you have the better chi flow. That's what I feel. So each the energy is fresher.
Yes, and I want to say gardening for the temple helped me with my chi flow, because I'm not physical at all. I don't exercise at all. But our garden, I like working there since it's helping the temple. And every time I walk there, I sweat, and then I actually feel more energized. So that helps my chi flow as well. So there are multiple things that's helping in improving my health and the physical condition, and all goes into improving my sitting. So, yeah.
Yeah, good. Thank you. That's good strategy, I believe. Yeah, that you work on the resting, and stretching, and yes, good job, sorry. Hùng, anything you want to say, Hùng? Okay, number 7, please.
Thank you, Shirley, for sharing. I just wanted to share that as a fellow professional in media entertainment and content creation, I got very stiff over the years, doing a lot of sitting for work for long hours, and something that's helped me recently get into half lotus quicker, even as recently as this week, is every morning I'm starting to do squats and like deep knee bends is part of my very first thing I do when I wake up. My wife's laughing because she heard me doing that the first 2 days. She's like, "Are you in pain? Are you okay?" And like it definitely hurts, but it's helped me with the stretching like you're sharing. So I just wanted to share that with you too.
Yeah, I think with professional help would be better because they know the move, the stretch that touch the parts of our body and they know how to not to put too much pressure and can cause a physical damage. I think that the professional help will be better. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Peter. Home, anything you want to say?
I lost my thought.
Okay, sorry about that. That's my bad. Get number 5, please.
Good morning, Master Z. I'd like to add that I found that exercise in a gym, pulling the sled with a little bit of weight backwards is helping to condition my knees that are both pretty severe with arthritis, and one knee now is bone-to-bone pain when I walk and bend it. So I'm trying to compensate by walking with kind of a stiff leg, but nevertheless, doing the backwards sled pulls, really you can feel the muscles in the back of your knees getting exercised. So they're getting strengthened, and if they're getting strengthened, like most muscles are going to enlarge. And I believe that what's happening is those muscles in the rear of my knee are helping to lift the joint maybe a little bit. And I'm finding at least limited less pain now when I walk. So you might try it if you have a sled available, if you go to a gym.
Okay, thank you for sharing. So we go back to my question. So how do we increase the concentration during our meditation? Yes, number 5, please.
Thank you, Master. For me, I was thinking, I had random thoughts arise during the sit, and when I went back to my navel, I would actually quickly enter a state, but then that would go back to thoughts, and then it was like a cycle of thoughts, navel state, and that happened until the bell rang for me.
Okay. Yeah, I do the same thing like with Malcolm. Yeah, but focus on the navel. I think that help in increase our concentration a lot because it's a part of of what I do. I recite Buddha names too because sometimes I feel that the thought and the concentration on the navel, I feel it's not enough. Because with the concentration on the navel, I feel like I just focus on myself, and sometimes it's the mind. We get stuck in the box of the cell right there. So recite Buddha name, it helped me clear that thing up. But of course, with the concentration on the navel, it add more power into our recitation of the Buddha name. So it clear thing up from the top to the bottom very well. So that help the chi flow very quick. So it clear up all the anxiety, sleepiness, whatever it is. So of course, other conditions like Shirley shared before we do the stretching, it help to clear up help the chi move in the body better too. That like our regular activity, so it maintain the chi flow. But then when we enter the meditation, and then it even help more with that. So I would focus on the navel to have to add more energy to our concentration power, and recite Buddha name had clear up the mind. So it clear up from the bottom to top. That's what I would do. Yeah, DGT, please.
Yes, Master Z, I was doing recently just that. Master was teaching us during the Guanyin Qi in Korea that recite Guanyin Bodhisattva's name, and there's this Dharma of Miao Yin, Hai Chao Yin, Fan Yin, Hai Chao Yin, right? So actually, when I'm reciting Guanyin Bodhisattva from my belly, navel, I can feel the wave. The wave will actually like go all over my body towards the top of my head. I can actually feel my teeth and my entire head is like it's like shaking a little bit. Probably not shaking, but the sound is like vibrating in my entire body. And when out of curiosity I was switching to other Buddha name, the wave stops. And so it's a different vibration. It's like lower and stronger with other Buddha's name. With Guanyin Bodhisattva's name, it's actually the Miao Yin, Hai Chao Yin. It's like waves, like vibrating, wave after wave, expanding to the entire body. So that was very interesting to me that, wow, this is what the Dharma is talking about.
Were you...
It helps me concentrate.
Oh, I see. Were you imagining about the wave? Just verifying, okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It was like very early in the morning, very, very quiet. Okay. Now I actually understand why you guys want us to get up so early to do it. Because when I do it during the day, I don't feel it as obvious as when I do it extremely early in the morning where everything is dark and no one is up. Like I can't help noticing my body sensation when it's vibrating. And later when I during the day, then it's actually very hard to notice that.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm imagining it.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, home. Yeah, but please speak.
I will do a little slider version from what Matters taught us during the lecture. The way to improve concentration is to eat durians. Somebody giving us a bowl of durians, so we have to supposed to take it. We take it more, and then we're gonna say, "Oh, it tastes so good." And you have to take it, and then later on you were able to drop it. The moment you drop it, faster you drop is how you improve the concentration. It's going through patience.
Okay, it sounds good with durian. So how do you drop it so fast? You just drop it?
No, you suffer so much, and then you finally say, "Oh, I'm tired, I don't want it anymore." The moment you realize that it's caused you so much suffering. You have to make a choice.
No, I mean, no, you were talking about eating durian, right? And you enjoy it to the maximum, right? To fulfill our desire at that time. So and then suddenly you drop it, right? I mean, do you mean that you drop the desire to eat durian or what else?
Once you see that it's not good for you, then you will drop it.
I mean, eating more is not good for you? Or?
Oh no, the more you eating it, the more. It depending on the person. I think it depending on your capability. And you can only take up to that level.
Okay.
Yourself,
okay.
you cannot later on, you know that it's not good for you, then you drop it.
Okay, I see.
Not do right away. If it's do right away, please let me know.
Okay, thank you. Yes, number 5, please.
There's a YouTube question from JB98989. How can I learn to not make distractions during meditation from viewing the stillness as a goal versus resting in equanimity?
Anyone have any idea about that? Okay, number 7, please.
In my experience, I think it's a really good question.
Yes.
In my experience, when you recognize yourself getting distracted during meditation, that is a good sign, because otherwise, you could not recognize that you're getting distracted. Think about that. Equanimity, I'm not quite sure about that term, but in terms of a peaceful meditation or a focused meditation, being able to discern between I'm distracted and being in samadhi, to me, is a big step and a good thing to keep doing.
Thank you, Peter. Sarah, do you have anything to say about that?
I had a question to Hong. So you stopped eating durian, or you were saying you know how to control not to overeating?
There's time that you will explode, but try not to. So the moment that you know you reach the maximum, run. And then you keep at it, you come back. But that's your goal. You say, this is where your breaking point is. You know your limitation and try to improve upon it. Take in more and more.
Does it? This makes sense to you, Sarah? I think only for those suffer eating too much know that. But I do because I suffer from that too. So I know, okay, that's enough. It's gonna hurt if I eat more. So I stop. Maybe Sarah is not that strong desire, so. Number 5, please.
Going back to that question, actually, I forgot the definition of equanimity, but it reminded me of that analogy with the water. The mind is like the water, like a lake, and then the ripples of the not waves, but just certain ripples in the lake would be your thoughts. So the more still your mind is, then the more clear. That reminded me of that.
So you have the definition of equanimity in there, or? Yeah, please share if you have it. Yeah. By the way, I think this is different between resting and stillness, as she mentioned. stillness, we're trying to reach that state. But resting, we can rest very well, right? Well, that's our daily activity. We need to rest. But stillness is, I think, really something different. Stillness, we can only experience when we are in high concentration. So the mind don't move that. So so you don't have a lot of thought in the mind, but it's still, the mind is still clear. It's not like dull. So we can describe roughly about the state of stillness. So of course, when you rest, you can be in stillness too. It depends on how you arrange your time and do the work, and when you after maybe a long time of work, then you're tired, but then the mind is still fresh. It can happen. So even in you resting, it can be in stillness, but the resting itself is different from stillness. It's two different concepts. Now, we were about to say anything, Malcolm?
There's a dictionary on the smartphone. It says equanimity, mental calmness, composure, and evenness of temper, especially in a difficult situation.
Okay, thank you. I'm not sure I answered the question of the person. So we go back to when we focus on the navel, and so we have more chi. I think that way we can gather the chi faster than without focus on the navel. So with that kind of concentration on the navel, then you're able to withstand the pressure of the mind. You have the strength to withstand it. Otherwise, you will be distracted by the pressure. So when you have that strength, you build up that strength, and then your mind will get calm more easily, since without then the focus on the navel. So you have the physical strength. Actually, the physical. It's not just the mental only. Peter, anything to say? Number 7, please.
Thank you, Master Z. Just for my stupid Western mind, the reason focusing on the navel increases your strength, please correct me if I'm wrong, but as I've learned, the navel is where your Dianten is located. And for non-Chinese speakers, that's like your battery, right?
Yeah.
And so the concept is you focus your concentration on your battery, and then your battery recharges your whole body. And that eliminates the distractions of the mind. Is that correct?
It's part of it. But it's like, because when the mind, you focus on that, and then because it have the energy to help you focus. Without paying attention to the navel, you have less energy, because it's the battery right there. So you have more energy to focus. So it's clear up the bad elements more easily.
So you're effectively creating a loop, right? You're focusing on your battery. Your battery is recharging you, and you're taking that recharged energy and refocusing it on your battery to keep recharging you.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, something like that. But don't think like that when you meditate. Okay, that is too much thinking.
No. I know. The words are so many, right?
Okay.
But just to share, I've experienced that
Yes.
sensation.
Yes. Yeah. Even with people who cannot cross the legs can still do that, right? Because that's help a lot, especially for people with a physical condition that doesn't allow them to cross the leg, and then focusing on the navel is really help. Yeah, I say. Number 2, please.
So based on my experience, when I first met Master, it's more than maybe 12 or 13 years ago, I used to read about meditations, and mostly it was a Tibetan meditation, because those are the books are available at the time, or those type of meditations. So I followed it at home. But after I met with Master, he told me how to do the meditation, like how we learned today. And he says we need to focus on Dantian. And without knowing anything, I just followed the directions. And it's really strange. Before I focus on my head, like, the point between your eyebrow. And I was lucky enough that I felt the great decrease in my thoughts. And I was able to concentrate it on my Dantian. So when you decrease your thought, is also, in a way, you're not really leaking any energy.
Right. That's so, yes. So it's within that loop. Yeah, number 7, please.
So recently, Master taught us the Kuan Yin Dharma door, and so to me, there were 2 ways to do about it. To run away from that, to recharge. One is to focus on your Dantian, like Master Z taught. The second one is go back to the hearing. So when the external that come at us, like people are giving us a bowl of caca, and when that happens, sometimes we will forget about it, and there's a tolerance that we were able just to bear. But if we can, now we know 2 ways. One is go to your navel, trying to go back inside, close the door, so they cannot come in. We will fail, but then one day, when gradually it will help us at least reduce the effect of it. Second is to go back to the hearing, like recite Kuan Yin inside. If we're strong enough, then we will be able to conquer only this point. And we can just at least to stop our mind from the pain that was done to us. And then later on, we can discover what triggers that for us to react such a way. And for me, there was specific situation that when the anger arises, I know when I trace it back, I was able to see it come from my jealousy. And I can only stop at my jealousy. But lucky for me, that Master pointed out one more step is because of the greed and love. But I wasn't able to see that back yet. But I only see the anger is from my jealousy come about.
Yeah, thank you, Hùng. It's deep. Yeah, but I think you can combine 2 things together, like go back to the hearing and the navel. So when you don't have to go to a room and cross your leg and focus your navel. You can focus on your navel at that time. It's like a habit of focus on your navel. Like it can be anywhere.
Yes, and it can go. You can go back to the hearing when that happened. But back then I was very low. My samadhi wasn't that. So I was taught that when you reach the maximum and you forget before creating damage to the person that you will regret later, run. So I ran to my room. But then with the skill, the more skill we can get, we can just do it right there on the spot.
Right, yes. Okay, anyone else have any comments about that or any different thoughts? If not, I think we can go back to the question Shirley asked in the last week about the sở duyên bộ biên sở duyên. I didn't, because I have some lecture like in years 2018, his lecture on the guiding principle. Maybe you can look up on YouTube. But then maybe we can share an instance of Master Xian life about that principle applied to his life, so we can understand more a little bit about that, because that is the foundation of our practice. It actually it's related to the three sentences before that sentence, like for love the condition we don't change, and we don't change, but we according to condition. That's the meaning of the sentence, but it related to the three principles before that. The first one is the freezing to death. We do not scheme. Starving to death, we do not beg. And dying of poverty, dying out of poverty, we do not seek. So that's a three principle. That's the foundation of our practice. So I remember like the second one, like starving to death, we do not beg. That I think when Master Xian Hua, when she first came to the U.S., he doesn't have any one to support his practice. So I remember so no food to eat at that time. So he stayed in a car, and I think he have to start about at least a week or 8 days or 9 days. But he found that if no one offer food to him, and then he don't go humble to look for to receive the offering from people. He just stay in the cave and ready to starve himself to death. So that is the condition. Condition is no one offer food to him. So he according to a condition, but he doesn't go look for food, go humble, because the tradition of Buddhism is as among the Buddha taught us the monks to go humble to receive food, right? But then Master Xian didn't go, because that has a principle he followed. So he didn't chant. He didn't chant his mind. He continue to starve himself. So you see two sides. The first side is the condition is no one offer food, but then his mind doesn't chant. So I think that the first side of the sentence. according to condition, but we don't change. So then later, I think somehow the condition changed, that there a person who is suffering from sickness, but then that person got a tip from maybe a heavenly being or someone, so they know, that person know that Master Xian stay in that cave and will be able to help cure the sickness of that person. So that person came to the cave, and Master Xian agreed to heal that person. So then after the healing, and then that person starts to offer the food for Master Xian. So after that 9 days, and he set the food to survive. So then you can see that he decide not to beg, but then a different condition come. So it allow him to help people, and then they offer the food. So because but even though he decides not to beg, but he, according to the condition that someone else come and ask for his help, and then he did that, so he accord to the condition. So that would be, I think, an example of according to condition, but does not change, but according to the condition. So to me, it's two different levels of practice. The first part is more easier than the second part, because how do we keep ourselves unchanged when we follow the condition? I think that's a more difficult thing to do. I hope that help answer Shirley's question. Anyone have any question, any thoughts about that? Just number 8, please.
Thank you, Master, for answering question, because I think I have the same curious like Shelley when I read the line like we don't change, but we according to condition. Because since I was a kid, I always learned that in Vietnamese they have like the sentence like gió chiều nào we theo chiều đó, like we go with the wind. So it means like you describe that person really flexible, like how the condition is, the person gonna be like the same with the condition. So can Master Z, can you give something like daily example for me to understand it easier for me, so I can apply into like daily scenario? Okay, thank you. Yeah, Sarah, do you have anything to say? Number 2, please.
It's a little bit similar, but it's a little bit harder for lay persons to follow that principle, because if you have a family and starving kids, and you're starving, but you're not gonna beg, what do we do as a lay person? How do we follow these principles?
So go back to took the question first. This is more difficult. I think the Vietnamese saying that it has a different meaning. It means they just follow by the direction of the wind. That doesn't mean the meaning of that sentence. But to me, what I learned is kind of an opportunist. A person who takes the opportunity is more like take any chance to benefit yourself. That's different meaning from the teaching of Master Xian. So I think we wouldn't use that sentence with that meaning to take any chances to benefit yourself. It's like it's climbing on condition, like from the first sentence. Yeah, we take advantage of when it comes to us to benefit ourselves. That's not was not our practice. So, but how do you apply that principle to your daily? Can you give an example of what you feel that's difficult for you to follow, like precepts, or because we stick to one thing, right? Because one of our practice is maybe precept or meditation or something like you feel like it's difficult for you to apply. There is a situation that it's difficult for you to follow the practice.
I'm not sure the situation I have is similar to what I asked for, but like I'm kind like I'm not sure I'm introvert, but I'm not like easy for me to get connection or speak out to other people. Like even in like since I'm a kid at school or even at work, I'm not talk a lot to people, and I feel like nowadays, I think even like before, like people should not should, but they always encourage you to connect to people, to talk to people. Like they say, like introvert people, like not have like a great opportunity, like people more like extroverts, like talk a lot, make connection, make friends, have relationship at school or at work. So I'm not sure, like, should I change because I'm not feel comfortable? But if it's good for me, maybe it's helping other people. I'm not sure because I cannot help myself right now. So I'm not sure like even it can help other people to if they really like be proactive to talk to people, to connect to people. So because I remember Master Yonghua say like sometimes you need to connect to people so you can help people. But I feel like I'm not comfortable or I cannot help myself right now. So I'm not sure like should I try to.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, that's maybe this is my situation. Like I always deal with every time I come to a new work, like a new job, it's hard for me to connect or to. Yeah, I comfort with my own self. I'm not sure. Yeah, what should I do?
Any expert in communication at work? Please help out. Number 7. But myself, I'm an introvert too, so I have the same problem. Number 7, please.
That was the original reason I came to Temple back in 2014, was to learn how to better work with people. And my situation is probably a little different. I'm also introverted by nature. I know. And I can see Jeannie doesn't agree, but we don't agree. And I think the disagreement is a example of how far I've come from being introverted. So what I would suggest based on my experience is finding a calm place for yourself in the workplace, so that when people interact with you, you are comfortable within yourself and you can provide them with a positive interaction. because when I was uncomfortable with myself as an introvert by nature, and they interacted with me, they would come away with that uncomfortableness, and that didn't help me with my work. So cultivating has helped me find a calmness that over the years people have given me feedback that they find themselves being calm when they're around me, and that helps with the work. So I just wanted to share that I think if you find a calm place within yourself and work and give people the opportunity to join you there on their own terms, that's a good thing.
Yes. Yes, and home, please. Number 7.
I just have question follow with Sarah. I'm not gonna look at you, Master Z. So just in case when we are, your son or your wife is hungry and there's only meat there trying to help us sustain them. We know, of course, I know, of course, you yourself dying of hunger, you would not eat the meat or sacrifice a life to feed yourself. But what about your wife and your son when they are dying? Are we not feeding them? Or are we just gonna let them die out of hunger? What should we do in that situation?
Too many questions to address. Yeah, so I go back to Truk's question first, and I think it's you have to, even you are an introvert, but then if you have the confidence of yourself, and then if the opportunity bring let you communicate with others, so you can take the opportunity to help them. But then at least you have to build the confidence in yourself first before you can offer help, right? So without your confidence, then it's difficult to help others. Yeah, yes.
I have comment for that. I remember there's one thing, like when I apply, when I work for Disney, because I work part-time, and then when at part-time, you only get schedule really less hour than other. And then I had to share, we have the full-time people only get 5 days working, and then other can be 2 or 1 day. So usually people at the part-time, they have to hustle around to asking people to get more shape. But I cannot do that. I feel I cannot do that. So I tell my husband, okay, please endure about the finance because I cannot do that. And I tell him it's hard for me to get into full time because with my condition, with the introvert thing, I cannot do the hustle. I cannot go to around people to asking for ship. And I know other people need that too. So I decide I accept when people ask, I'm gonna take it. But if not, I cannot be proactive to asking around. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think in that part is because you have your own dignity, so you don't want to ask people about that, right? So.
Because at that time I'm not sure, because when I tell my husband, I'm not sure because of my ego or my dignity. I'm not sure about that. So yeah, I don't like to beg, so I decided, okay, I just tell people, okay, I need hour too. If you don't want some hours, you can give away to me, but I'm not gonna asking them every week, every 2 weeks the schedule coming out. I'm not gonna asking.
Yeah, I think to a point, it's because you have to work to make money though, so if you It's a very personal choice. And yeah, I think it's difficult to apply that principle to that situation, because since we're still seeking, we still seek money, right? But then I think it's okay. You can ask someone, do you have a ship? I think it's nothing wrong with that. But then, like Hùng, you know where to stop. Like you stop eating the durian, and then it should not be a problem. I think there's some limit there. If you ask, but they feel that you pressure them to give the shift to you, and then it's too much, right? So, but then if someone they have a need to give up one shift, and then you ask, and then maybe you have more opportunity. I think to me that's okay too, because you didn't do anything wrong. Because you need money, so that's understandable. We have many questions. Maybe Sarah first. She raised the microphone before. Yeah.
I think when you work, you have to be a little bit more brave. And I'm introverted, believe it or not. And then my daughter is more introverted than I am. And so what happened is, just simple example, work is even worse, okay? But we're starting to playing pickleball in this new place. I don't know any of them, and my daughter a little bit know a few of them. So I went there and started playing. First day I went in, feel really uncomfortable. I just don't know what to do. With a lot of people are there, they're chatting, they're hanging out, and I'm sitting on the side, and then I just keep being away from them. And then my daughter came, goes, "Mom, go talk to them." And I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try. So I forced myself, and then, just, how are you? And just light conversation. And I studied little by little. Every time I go there, I try my best, go there and then just talk. Just anything. Oh, though it's really hot today, something like that. And then I think you could slowly build a relationship. And I think that's very important in working environment, because you work with them. So you have to be part of that group. So you just have to be keep doing it. But you don't have to do it all at once, just little by little.
Yeah, thank you. That's good advice. I would do the same thing. Peter, please. Peter, raise the microphone, sir.
Thank you. I also worked at Disney, and I understand the social dynamics. I would encourage you to look at your introvert aspect of your personality as an asset, because introverts have the most to share, but you have to be willing to share, and that's outside of our comfort zone. So if you can find a way to share something you like about somebody at work, genuinely, people do like compliments. And you can just say, I like how you do this, or I really appreciate how you handled this situation. And that's not directly seeking more shifts, but it can help build your relationship with people incrementally over time, like Sarah suggested. So don't hide behind or use being an introvert as a shield or a crutch. It's a strength.
Yeah, I agree with Peter. That we try to do, of course, it's good if we can have a good communication with other people, but then we have to have the confidence inside to do that. That is more important. And then because we do that to create a good working environment. It's not for our own self. So maybe in that kind of view, maybe will help you to have the motivation to do that more than just being extrovert, but for our own benefit. That's what I think. Okay, DTT comment, please.
Very quickly, I'm also very introverted and very uncomfortable to go into and just like Sarah's suggestion would be very hard for me to implement, like, hey, how are you? What's going on? But I try to use my strengths, meaning like you guys said, like introvert tend to like deeper thinker, right? So I might be just standing there listening to a bunch of people talking. I might not be necessarily even talking, but I'm really listening. And sometimes I will ask one or two questions because I'm good at thinking. So my questions sometimes will get them to think or realize more. So even if I only said one or two things during the 20 minutes conversation, they know I have been listening and they value my question. I'm playing my strengths. I'm participating in a way that I'm comfortable with. So that's how I deal with that. I'm not good at small chatting and bala 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 asking people things. But that like just a different strategy to share for introverts to participate and add value to the conversation.
Thank you. You Trúc have a lot of good tips today too. Okay. Yes, Malcolm, anything to say?
I was gonna say something about the being social, and she mentioned pickleball, but I was talking about if you join bowling or hiking or something on that meetup, I'll join too, and we can all be friends and make some new friends.
Okay, so we go. Thank you, Malcolm. We go back to Sarah's question. Maybe it's say it very quickly. To me, you're a blind person. You need to make money to support your family. Yeah, don't starve the family members. That's dangerous. Okay. Okay, Apple, you have anything to say? Raise your hands before. Number 6, please.
Hello. Thank you, Master C. You are so observative. I didn't think you would come to me. First comment is so funny. With us here saying we're introverted, and yet we're getting a full conversation over here. It doesn't seem correct. Well, anyway, I was with what Joke was saying. I actually would do the same thing in my work, in her situation. I do the same thing, and my excuse is I just don't like fighting with people. So I don't have that. So I joke, you're not the only one doing that. You're not alone. Just that. But I know I'm sure I would do it too. If we need to do something, like if someone's starving, I really need to, there's an emergency, I'll go and do whatever it takes to. And that could be really annoying. So I'll go and talk to people and whatever. I'll fight. But if it's like, my work, I could suffer a little bit. I just, don't have money to spend. That's fine. Let them be. Just to share. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good to know. But I think we don't, in communication with others, we don't have always fight, right? Sometimes we have, sometimes we fight. Yeah, number 7, please.
Master, so during my work right now, there's a transition that I have to do outreach. And they have tried to push to the point that they want me to work on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. So I have given everything to them. I tell them I'm available at this time and that time. I'm bending over for you. Whatever you need during those times, I'm trying my best and I will be available. But here is my time, and I'm keen about it. So whether you want it or not, this is my breaking point. It is okay to cut tie. So I tell them I have obligation. I honest and open to them that the reason why I'm still here and working and to be in California, because here I am myself on my own. I tell them it's because I'm here, I'm doing temple work. I'm here to cultivate. My goal is here. But if you're doing something to jeopardize this, we break the contract. So they might taking it as offensive, and they might cut it off. That's okay. But if I just keep working just to make money and I cannot do my cultivation, what's the point of being here in California? I'm just gonna go make money. So I tell them right away. So last week, couple of days ago, my project coordinator trying to push a little bit. Really nice boy asking if I wanted to work with her on weekends. No, on Friday from 6 to 9:30. Would you like to work with me? So I'm trying to be sweet and whooping with them. I say, no, honey, no. No. So yeah, we trying to draw that boundary. I try to draw that boundary, and I'm trying to also give my best when I can. But that's all we can do.
Okay, thank you, Hùng, for drawing the clear lines at your workplace. Maybe some boss doesn't like that, don't like that. But some can understand very well. I hope your boss understand you. I hope so.
And in my mind, I say no to her, and then she was very sweet, and I was like, I telling myself, well, unless you're a man, I will reconsider. Other than that, no, honey, no.
Okay, any last thought, any last comments? So if not, we stop here today and go have lunch. Thank you for your discussion, everyone. Emitofuo.